Hello. Yes, I know I look like shit. My hair is all messed up. I need a haircut. I'm gonna get my friend Dave to come over sometime this week and cut my hair and trim my beard. I was in the hospital all of Saturday night and early Sunday morning. They thought that I had a type of heart attack, but the only thing they could tell was is that my troponin levels were elevated. And they put me in a room in a jerry chair, very uncomfortable. Um, First, everything was fine. They came in, they took blood. Then they said they were coming back in an hour and took blood. They did. And then they told me my troponin levels were elevated. And then they came back in 3 hours and took it again. And then they kind of just left me. First, they let me have a diet ginger ale and a turkey sandwich and a cheese stick. Then this other doctor came and said, "Oh, we can't let you eat yet." And I said, "You already did." And then he was just like, "Well, we can't let you eat anymore till we find out more information." I said, "Okay, what are you waiting on?" He said, "We want to try to find out if your troponin levels are elevated." I said, "They already told me that it was elevated." He said, "Oh, okay. Well, we're trying to work with the cardiac team to try to determine, if we're going to like put you into observation or, other options." And one of my friends at church is a nurse, and she was like, "Under no circumstances let them put you in observation. Demand a direct admission." And so I called, and the nurse came, and I told her, I said, "Put me into a direct admission, no observation." And the reason is because it really screws with your insurance. It messes up your copays and things. And so I was not too happy with that. And my grandson was on his Valentine's date, so I couldn't tell him anything because he was asleep. And so I was communicating with everybody and trying to let everybody know, except for people that, obviously would not have benefited all from knowing that. So uh, from 6:30, they said, "Oh, we're doing a shift change right now, so we're not going to be able to tell you anything for maybe an hour or so." And I said, "Okay, I understand that." Well, nobody had said anything to me, and it was 9 o'clock, and I was like, "Okay, this shift change is taking too damn long." And finally, I told one of the nurses, I called, I rang the bell, and I said, "Hey, either they're going to have to admit me or I want to go home because I am extremely uncomfortable. This damn chair won't lay flat. It hurts my back. My whole body is hurting from being in this damn chair. I've actually switched back and forth between this and the regular chair several times, and you won't give me anything to drink, and I'm thirsty." And I said, "You really need to make a decision." And then a little bit later, a doctor came in, and he started saying, "Well, we're trying to determine if your troponin levels are up." I said, "Oh my God, yes, they are up. I have been already told that they were up." And the last doctor didn't seem to know that. And I said, "This is getting ridiculous." I said, "If you can put me in a bed somewhere, even if it's a bed in the hallway, I'll be fine. I can lay down and I can sleep." He says, "Well, we don't have anything available." I said, "Well, I've got a bed. It's at home. So you need to let me go. You need to take these damn IVs out and discharge me immediately." I said, "I will follow up with my doctor on Monday." So he said, okay, I understand." Never at any point were anybody rude to me. They were all very nice. That's probably the hottest I got in the whole situation. But I was just like, I'm going home. But first I got to go get my boy. So I drove from the hospital to where my grandson was staying. I picked him up and I came home and I slept a long damn time. And I woke up about an hour ago and my grandson is actually fixing breakfast. Pancakes, bacon, eggs, and I've already had 1 cup of coffee. I want another one. And I guess at some point I will go work. because I am broke. So anyway, yeah, wow, it looks like, oh, one eye is like lazy, sleepy, the other eye's like, I look weird. My eyes look weird, don't you think? Okay, so anyway, I look like crap. I should get this trimmed as soon as possible. I'm starting to look like Duck Dynasty here. Like a lumberjack or something. Curly hair does terrible when you don't wash it and brush it out really well, especially during the winter when it's cold. So anyway, yeah, leave me some comments. Let me know what's going on with you in your world and what do you think about what I just told you. Sometimes I don't get any comments at all on my posts, but I get a few sometimes. So give me some comments before I eat you. Arr!